website, like I mentioned, just sold website, open house flyer, promotional flyer, etc. All here that you can view, download, share. If you're logged into Facebook at that given time, it will direct it right over to your Facebook page, and then you can click post from there. You can post to your story, your personal page, your business page, your preference. We then have all active listing information. So if you want to do the coming soon flyer just listed in escrow under contract, you can do flyers at any stage of your home. So really simple, easy, all that's there for you, you can grab and go. One thing I want to show is the open house flyer that kind of goes over a few of all the bells, whistles, everything being paired. Because a super cool thing that gets gifted to you is you get to create your own custom text to lead code. This code is directly for your use and it goes on all of your listings. So as you all know, this day and age, I mean, luckily, more people are getting out, more people are doing open houses, doing showings. But you're out on a walk, you're out doing an open house. This day and age, we all live with our smartphone in our hand or in our back pocket. I mean, mine's 2 inches away from me on my desk. But you're interested in a home, you want to learn more about it. A lot of people don't put the flyers out on the for sale sign anymore. Or you get the punk kids that will take out all the flyers and throw them all over the yard. No one ever did that, right? So anyways, this will show your individual code. So if someone's interested in the home, they simply text, so example, mine is Homes by Mo. My nickname is Mo, so that's what I have here. They text it to our list report's phone number, boom. Right then and there, your client that is interested in that home receives a text alert with your your property website to learn more about that home. But then we also notify you and Adam of a potential buyer and the exact listing that they're looking at. How do we know what listing they're looking at? Because we provide a 0.25 geographic location that we know what listing what that client is in front of. So you'll know, hey, I have so-and-so interested in this listing, let's give them a call. Question that actually has been presented is, well, what if someone takes a picture of it, or what if they write it down and then they go home and then text my number? Most likely by then they're probably outside of 0.25 geographic location. That's okay. We are still going to text them your individual list reports link, but what happens then is it will then send them a link of all your listings that you have on your list reports dashboard. So that's why it's also really good to keep your dashboard up to date. So if you ever want to, you can always archive anything you need. But we'll pull them listings from list reports, not listings you have on the MLS. So little note there. But it's a living, breathing link. That way you're getting the activity coming in. People can use their smartphone. They can scroll through pictures, learn about the property. We throw all the photos here about the property. They'll have you as a realtor with all your contact information. Then you'll have your LO Adam right here across from you. Super fun thing that agents actually love, and we get this requested even solely on its own. On the flip side is what's called our infographics. This is where we pull all that fun data about around the home, so around the area. So this is where it's going to show like an area report, the school report, outdoor report, food report. This is where, for you as an agent, you get huge kudos because clients think, wow, like they went and did their homework, they went to scrub the area to see what's around. So a lot of agents will even just print these individually to share. That way, if you have a few listings in the area or if you want to showcase that, totally your preference. You can use list reports as much or as little as you like. The area report is super fun. And the coolest thing about all of this, just so everyone knows, you have access to make edits to these. So if this is created and let's say you added photos later after you submitted it, or let's say that you found out, oh, maybe the school ratings aren't the greatest, and let's change those. Real time, you can jump in here and request to make these instant edits to the marketing materials. We have a full team here at List Reports that would love to help you, but if you want something quicker, faster, jump in here. Everything highlighted in this teal color, you can jump in and make changes. So you can always update property description, add a promotional text. You can, if you don't want to have your text lead code on there for some reason, you can remove it. Jump in here and play with it. You'll hear me say this later in, this isn't an iPhone. You're not going to go in. You're not going to delete your iCloud when literally you lose everything in your phone. There's no harm to this, everyone. So please jump in, create a marketing kit, play with it, edit it. This is yours to use and play with, so that way you can customize it to your liking, to give a specific client, etc. So all yours to jump in and do. So very simple that way. Jump in, use it. This is created. You can use it for your listings, coming soon listings. If you have another agent that you'd like to showcase, or let's say you have a neighbor that is using another agent, however it may be, jump in here in marketing kits in the top right corner, click new marketing kit. If the listing is active on the MLS, we can pull all the data for you, meaning photos, property details, etc. If it is not an active listing on the MLS, if it's coming soon, for sale by owner, if it's been sold, this is where you'll need to do a little bit of elbow grease, and then we'll need you to fill out steps 1 through 5. So you'll need to fill out the listing info for us. Property details has a drop-down box, put in bedrooms, bathrooms, etc. You'll just have to go in and hand create a little bit if we're unable to automatically scrub and pull it for you. It takes less than 5 minutes. Jump in here, but it's that easy to do. Click our submit button. Give us roughly 15-30 minutes to scrub all that information, and then you will then have a new marketing kit for you on that listing. So easy peasy there. Jumping over, next one I want to show is with these, like what I mentioned earlier, being paired with Adam, the huge key tools that you get gifted to you. Because Adam has to pay for list reports monthly, this is where it becomes a gift to you guys. So with Shareables, if you are not paired with him, Shareables is only available 5 days a week, and then they become expired. When you are paired with him, it's unlimited. They don't expire, and you have access to the entire Shareables library. That means all the Shareables that List Reports has created. That way you can jump in, you can create your own custom Shareable, you can browse all of our Shareables. We have our drop down here, so if you want to do education just for fun, inspiration, photos, you can do holidays, however you want to pick that topic, you simply click on the box and then we'll pull all Shareables that are pertaining to there. But to make it real easy, for example, today's Shareable, you can access these in your daily list report email that you'll receive every morning. Which, by the way, if that ever becomes too much, you can switch it to only receive it weekly. But even me, I'm not a licensed agent, and I love looking at these because the tips and tricks and notables that come in are really fun to read. But you can access here in your account or through the email. Let's say you love today's Shareable, it's real fun, it's pretty, it's cute. You can leave it as is and then download it and post directly. Or if you want to add a little glitz and glam to it, which you can totally do, you can choose your branding. So if you want to change and add a little shadow background color to it, you can add it there. You can add a tagline up at top if you'd like, and that way change it, add it in, make it fun. You can copy the caption that we have pre-made for you if you want to. If you don't want to, you do not have to use it. But right here, you can simply click download, Facebook share, it'll pull it directly to your Facebook. It will not post for you. You have to be the lucky one to click the little post button. Or right here, click the share button, and we can pull it over to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. You can copy the link if you want to put it into your Instagram story, however you like. Crazy easy. You can post, one agent that we learned from that I love is they post, I don't remember the exact date, so don't quote me on this, but let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they like to post to their business accounts, and then Tuesday, Thursday, they post to their personal accounts. Just keeping it fresh, keeping it fun. You always will have usually the same followers on both accounts. Sometimes you'll have different ones, but just keeping it live, fresh, and fun. So these take 2 minutes. I tell a lot of agents, I'm like, hey, you're on the John, it's your morning, you're waking up, you click on your phone, click on your daily or email, click the Shareable, post it, boom. You've done your post for the day, done your fun fact, however it may be, it's that easy and simple to do. Back in the Shareables library, however, like I mentioned, you can do daily Shareables, and then we also have called our notables. These are just little tidbits, facts. So if you ever want to share these exactly like the Shareables, simply click to view it, do little thumb clicks, and then you can post these as well if you ever come across one that you really like. So that goes over that area. If you ever want to do a new custom one, that way you would create it a little bit differently. If you want to add your own image, jump in here. You can play around with it however you like. It's just blank for you and you can add that in. The next huge one, again, only being paired that you get access to is our list packs. I love list packs. This is where you can custom curate and create customized listings for particular either buyers or an area that someone's on the market looking. So for example, bless my little heart, I would love to buy a home right now. I'm in Salt Lake and the market's crazy everywhere. But I love going in here and seeing what listings are available in what I want. So for me as an agent, you can go in here and create these custom list packs for individual buyers or by city. So the My List Packs tab is actually going to show you data on list packs that you have personally created or ones that you have used our grab and go that I like to call them. Then you can see how many list packs you've created, ones you've shared, and seeing data on, are people looking at these? Are they clicking on listing? What's going on with them? It's just a fun little breakdown to see what ones are popular, what ones are clients looking at, etc. Live list packs is where the bread and butter is at. This is where you can custom curate your own live list pack, which I'm going to show you in 2 seconds. But when I mentioned the grab and go, let's say you're quick, you want something easy, we have our suggested here. So this is where to be where we pull either from your default market area, or you can always change and add different areas. But what this does is it's going to pull that specific area, and let's say there's single level homes, homes with views, homes with pools. You can see all the little breakdowns. So you have a client that's like, oh my gosh, I would love a home that has a view. You click into that little image box, and we're going to pull this whole list pack ready for you. Again, grab and go. It's ready for you. Boom. Use your thumb. Click post. Post again on Facebook, Instagram, whatever you like. But what I love is you can actually preview these list packs before you share them. So you can see exactly here on my screen, we are seeing it exactly how your clients are going to see it. So there's this little presentation here, homes with views presented by you as the agent. Lets them know what area it's in. We want to view these homes. Then each home is broken down individually. You can click into each home. All of this information is pulled from the MLS. This is going to be any listing that meets this criteria. So living, breathing URL link pulled directly from the MLS. So when you share these links, these list packs, if a home sells, it drops out. If a home becomes available that meets that criteria, it'll pull into that list pack. It's living, breathing, it's always going to stay automatically updated for you and for your client. So you don't have to worry about jumping in and changing anything, which is awesome. So all photos are pulled through, description, if there's any open house information on the MLS, property details, all the school information that's nearby. We also include our infographics. This is a fun little roadmap, and as you can see all these bubbles that highlight, they can click in to see what's exploring nearby that exact home. So you're getting that little roadmap available. There's a monthly payment calculator. Then also, you as an agent, you're gonna have all your contact information, and then you're gonna have Adam's information here as well. It's always nice to see as a client, hey, I have an agent, they have an LO, it's a team, they're paired up, I got a whole package deal, let's rock and roll. So everything will have you co-branded on all the materials going forward. So that's how list packs works. They can click through each one individually. Grab and go, easy to use. One small thing that we have been working really diligently on and fixing is, for example, let's say homes with pools. Depending on how the home is described in the property details, sometimes we might be pulling either townhomes or condos because we notice it's a home with a pool. So don't stop our hand, we're definitely trying to work on this. So sometimes if you come across these list packs, there might be homes that are in the list pack that don't meet the criteria exactly, but we try to filter those out. So just a heads up in case there's 1 or 2 listings in there that you're, okay, I wanted a single family home, this is a condo. We accidentally pulled it in because it said it was a home with a pool, had that in the details, but you don't come across that too often. Now the next subpart is live list packs. This is again where I mentioned you can create a live custom list pack for a specific person, area, whatever you like. So for example, right here you can see homes for Mo. These are homes for me. These are homes that are in what I would like to have. And then how you have it is it's going to be described and titled for that exact user, which is really fun. So when they open these, they can see homes for Mo. It was created for them. Suggested caption. Everything's ready for you here. Again, you can preview this before you send it to any of your client or post it, all right there. And what's really nice is creating these is crazy easy. Simply click create new. Then all we need is you to put in a list pack name. So if you want to put homes in Orange County or Aunt Paula, these homes are for you. cover image, description, everything's labeled out for you that you can simply click, grab, post, put all that information in there, click create custom list pack. This takes us just a few minutes to scrub. Then once it's ready for you, it's gonna be right here listed for you up in your live list packs. So really fun to go in there, dive in, and create those. Property search is really easy. It's just a property search tool if you'd like to look at more homes individually. You can search up to 8 areas at one given time. You can always add and remove those. So just an additional tool right there. Right below is gonna be real easy. My Loan Officer, this is where it's gonna have Adam's information right here. If you're not paired with them, there's gonna be a little invite button that you can click and invite Adam over, but I know he's gonna send you guys all a link. That way, you click on the link, you'll be automatically paired with him and we can get your account up and going. We have our resource tab here. So we have a full team here at List Reports. If you ever need, you can go to our resource tab, you can reach out to us. This is where we have some recorded webinars, frequently asked questions, video tutorials. So if you're ever confused, ever need a little bit of help, always jump in here. We have things saved. And we really went towards working on creating little short videos that are maybe 2 to 5 minutes long. So they're easy peasy, fun to watch. Profile. You can go in and you can update and change your profile at any given time. So if you get married, change your last name, change your phone number. You have full access to make any changes and edits to these. You don't need to request a new List Reports account. This is yours. Pretend it's like Facebook. You have to go in, make these simple edits, and then always click save at the end. So same with company. If you change company for some reason, if you guys change your logo, your street address, you can always go in and make those changes and edits. Last one I want to show real fast is in your settings tab. This is where you can go in and you can turn on or off if you have notifications. If you're receiving too many, you want them turned off, you can always do that. You have full access. Marketing kit settings, jump in here. This is where you can create your own custom text to lead code. So this you only have access to when you're paired. So make sure you jump in, create this. It's your own code, stays directly with you on all your flyers, sign writers, etc. And then if you ever need, here's our contact us button. We have a full team. Feel free to reach out to us, send us an email. We'll jump in, we'll help you if you need help editing. Something doesn't make sense, whatever it is, we're here to help you. So apologize, that was super fast. We'll leave a few minutes. I have about 2 minutes. If anyone has questions, raise your hand, shout out. Adam, I'm open. If anyone has questions.
Yes, there's a question.
What's your question?
What's the robin and the heart thing on the left-hand side?
Alright, I'll ask your question again.
What's the robin with the heart on the left-hand side? I don't see that on my screen.
It's once you create the list pack.
So Robin, Robin was an additional add-on. This is for our Acquire update. Sorry, I have that echo again. But Robin is where it's going to store all your lead information. So when someone uses your text to lead code, or if they want to contact you through one of your, when you post a list pack shareables, you have that contact page. This is where it's going to show all your leads coming in. Robin itself was an updated product that we were offering over a year ago. So since I have a demo agent account, I have Robin, but Robin is additional add-on for Acquire LOs, but this is where all lead info will be stored.
Other questions?
I have one. It's probably something very simple, but for some reason I paired with Adam on my phone, but now on my computer, I went in and I'm not paired with him.
We'll take care of that after this, we'll do it one-on-one.
Okay.
Yeah, we can help you with the pairing.
Yeah.
Alright,
Thank you.
What MLS does it pull from?
what MLS is this pulling from, Monica?
The listings or what part?
The list.
Yeah, the listings.
So list packs, so within list packs, we pull from the all active MLS. So with these ones, we're pulling directly from online, they're all active data. If it's within the marketing kits, when you create your custom listing and you submit it to your MLS, List Reports will then be notified and then we'll create that listing on your behalf.
It gives you an opportunity to pull down to a lane on one or the other, so you've got an option.
Okay.
Alright, awesome, Monica. We're gonna do a few other things here, but we're gonna cut you off now.
Thank you, Monica.
If anyone has questions, please feel free to email me.
Awesome, thank you so much.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Alright, so if you clear your desk, we're gonna have a test right now.
She was a good presenter, she had good energy.
She was a good presenter, but there was a ton of information, is that right?
Yeah.
I'll hold your questions just for a moment. So what I'd like to do is just take a few minutes and dummy this down. Alright, how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time.
Yeah, we're gonna just take a couple bites of this, and when you get into taking a couple bites of it, you'll appreciate it so much, you'll add another piece of it. Don't try to master this all at one time, alright? So just take pieces of it, come to us and work with us one-on-one, and we want you to use this as a tool to help build your business. Does that make sense? And it's got a lot of eye candy in it. And anywhere it pops up, people are gonna nod yes.
Alright.
Can you get it?
Yeah.
I just wanna say that I went to a listing the other day and it was, I saw these beautiful flyers on the counter and I was like, oh, I'm gonna take one of these and look at the fine print, see who did them, and it was a list report flyer.
Right.
It was beautiful.
Alright, so,
Yeah.
here's what, when you go home today, or when you go back to your office, if you don't do anything else with list reports today, focus on the shareables and practice one, alright? Because you guys are spending so much time in technology, so much time in social media, the shareables are the eye candy that's the easiest out there to work. And I know you have shareables in command. I promise you, once you use these shareables, you'll still use the shareables in command. The shareables in command do take a little bit more work, okay? So these are very simple, just click and go. Now, when you're working with us, he's gonna put, I just wanna, get the screen, it's not about, what List Reports has done is phenomenal, all right? And it doesn't cost you guys a dime. 4, 1, 2. Larry, we got that.
Everybody write that down.
50 bucks from sending that to, the wife, send that password.
He's like, wait a minute.
Alright, give me just a second.
Shady
guys.
crew.
When he says shareables, cause that, to me, is like, it's like just another word in my already squished brain. What he's talking about is content, right? Who is like, they're like, oh, I should use social media, but I need some content. What am I gonna use today? What am I gonna say today? What's gonna make me unique? And their stuff is not like cheeseball crud. I look at it and I'm like, oh, I should use some of that. Oh, and once you're online, I mean, I get an email every day, so you'll get an email, maybe it's on Mondays with the content, but they give you plenty of content that you can plop, right, I mean, you can just either share it, or you can just straight up steal it and plop it right into your, I mean, if you're gonna make a video, Donna.
Alright, I just put one on Instagram.
Right? Or if you're gonna just take the language and plop it right into your Facebook or your Instagram, but it makes the whole content concern, which is probably one of the biggest slowdowns of social media for folks in our position, is what am I gonna do today? What's gonna make me unique today, right? But it gives you that piece. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, that's good. I wanna just go over 3 things real quick. Number 1 is customer service. If we ever need anything, we can pick up the phone, call List Reports, and they're Johnny on the spot, and they're friendly, and they're fast, okay? Number 2, we're here. Now, we've got this List Report stuff down, all right? And so anytime, and I'm gonna put somebody on the spot, have them share a testimony in just a moment. I'm not gonna tell them who they are, Donna, but, we're here when you need us, okay? We had a situation the other day, did we not, Donna?
I did.
You did. We had a situation, and somebody gave me a call, not Donna. But as a result of that, we called Donna. Can you just tell real quick how fast everything happened with List Reports?
Kim asked me on Friday night if I'd do an open house in her personal home on Saturday, which was a little quick, and Charlotte called, and I told her to come meet me and keep me company. And she said, what, did you get a List Report done? I went, did I get a what? So Saturday morning, I'm going in Kroger to get some snacks and talking to Don on the phone. When I came out, I had them.
So it was that fast, and and I like printing them out on a higher quality paper, And I also copied from Joe Benedito here, and that on the flyer, I'll have the hero shot, and on the back, I'll have the infographics. I was doing 2 pages until he said, be cheap, use 1 page. Because when it's on the counter, just like Lindsay just said, they'll pick those up and they'll grab to those, and they appreciate that. They know your client will say, wow, y'all are doing something everybody else ain't doing. And the other realtors will come around and say, wow, y'all doing something else. So it sets you apart, all right? On social media, this is the part I like. Listen, keep this simple. Keep it simple. If it's hard, will you do it? No. But if it's simple, you'll create a habit where this is something you do all the time. This is a listing. Can y'all see that screen up there? That big old, how big is this?
75.
75.
Like our new screen?
You like the new
Yeah,
TV?
very nice.
Alright, so we can stand out there on the deck and watch what's going on. Anyway, so I like this, and we've had agents put this on their list report because it fed from the MLS, and sometimes the hero shot wasn't that pretty. Alright, so is Kim Norton in here? No, okay, we see him sometimes when the hero shot just ain't that pretty. Alright, so we get notified when that listing pops up there. And there's a marketing kit, y'all get an email invited to open your marketing kit. So if that hero shot isn't 100%, we can get on the phone with you and say, hey, let's look at this, see if we can pop it up real quick. And if we've got a couple of moments, we'll do it for you, all right? If we don't have a couple of moments, we'll walk it through and show you how to do it. But a couple of times we do it, it only takes you 5 minutes to turn a blab shot into a hero shot. But what happened right here is, this looks like a big house, nice view, right? But when you go into the photo gallery, all right, and I just get there as quick as I can, it ain't that big of a house. So the hero shot, always a good cutaway if you can get it. And when it's on social media, people will peek at it and they will want to see more information. And then once you get them through a few of the pictures and into the infographics, you got them. You've got their attention for a while. And whose name is on there after they get through looking at all this stuff? It's yours. So who are they gonna call? You. All right. So when you put a listing in, let it pop up, get it out to social media, and all you do is send it. It's a 1-button push. And what I encourage each of you to do, whoever you're paired with, go to one of us and let us walk you through it the first time. Okay? Is that fair enough? But use the shareables. Go play with the shareables. It's great content. It just says share the shareable, push the button, and you're in. It's that easy. And that's whose name pops up on social media when you do the shareable. And here's what I look for. I pop a shareable out there. I just want 3 or 4 people to respond to it. That means it's doing its job. All right? Any questions?
Great.
It's good stuff, isn't it? So go play with it. Get back with Adam. Get back with Beth. Get back with me and Noah and Eric. And let's let this create more income for you guys, okay? All right. Thank you. Oh, looks like there's grub in the back.
I guess I'm gonna turn this off.
All right, guys.